So the guy is saying that in Eastern cultures, the fathers or male family members are involved in the process of picking men for the females. So male family members, probably uncle, probably older brother, not just a brother that's a year or two older, but you never know. You know, I was sitting down earlier thinking, you know, a lot of the dating problems would be solved if fathers or uncles or substantially older brothers were to pick the men for the women and that. But then I counteracted my argument. See, when I have these ideas in my head, I always try to think of, like, you know, an alternative sort of mindset or what have you. So I thought to myself, right, the solution to all this nonsense is, imagine that they brought back like arranged marriages, or the father or the brother or whoever picks the man for the female and that. Then I thought to myself, nah, at the same time, if a man was selected for these women, they would be unhappy. Then I counteracted that with, women are unhappy regardless, so why does it fucking matter? Like, women will always have something to moan about. Like, even my mom said this to me one time, yeah. She was like, you're lucky your missus puts up with you in your shit. And I said to my girlfriend, when I came home, I thought about it, I was driving my car, I came back, and I said to her, you know, when I was in Edmonton on the weekend, my mum must have said, oh, you know, your girl's lucky that she's willing to tolerate you and your nonsense, yeah? And I said to my girl, in the relationship, at some point, no matter what type of woman, what type of man the woman deals with, she's going to have to put up with some shit. Now, for most men, for most women in relationships with most men, they have to put up with bullshit like man playing video games, man not being motivated, man being broke, man having no ambition and that. With me, it's I tell my girl what to do. I expect it to be done. If you don't want to do it, you got to leave the house. Obviously, I don't need to do that stuff no more anyway. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is so pattern. Like, if I say, yo, make me a cup of tea, it's going to get done, innit? Yeah, so... but obviously, my mom classes that as her having to put up with me and my nonsense. So obviously, other ways I have about me and that, and I just think to myself, at some point in a relationship, a woman's gonna have to put up with some shit. My girl is better off putting up with me telling her what to do, or else, you know, there's consequences in that. But at least she's got a man that can take care of her. Like, literally, obviously, I'm in a financial position. My girl could lose everything, lose her job, obviously. Let's say she wasn't living here, have nowhere to stay, have no money, £0, 0 pence. They froze all her bank cards, her bank accounts, credit cards, everything is frozen. And she could still live comfortably because I can provide electricity, gas, roof over the head. Well, 5 roofs over our head if, you know, so choose to stay at one of my 3 flats or one of my 2 houses and that. So I'm sure most women would rather put up with me and my quote-unquote bullshit than have to put up with a man that ain't got that much money, struggling to hold down a job or struggling to find work. He has no skill. He has no value to the workplace and that. So I was just thinking earlier, like, yeah, that will solve a lot of problems, you know. Because like I said in the previous video and previous occasions, the man that, you know, the man that a woman will pick will be completely polar opposite to the man that the father or the older brother or the uncle will pick for her. So me saying that, you know, the woman will be unhappy, women are unhappy anyway. Women are gonna complain about stuff anyway, so what's the fucking point? What's the difference?